Greetings everyone, and welcome to the full release of Supermarket Simulator. Yes, it's finally out of early access, and it's finally live, 1.0. So we played a bunch of this game on the channel, like last year. We did a bunch of videos, we did a lot of live streaming too, and I understand that a lot has been added to this game. So I thought that it would be a good opportunity to jump in and see what the final product of this is worth. Maybe we'll sell it in our supermarket. All right, why don't we just go? Now I have actually made a copy of my previous supermarket and put it aside. So yeah, we can just go right ahead and do this. Although it would be nice if you could save, separate supermarkets. Okay, and there we are. The humble beginnings. Whoa, what the? Didn't this used to be like a side street? Okay, is that a map at the bottom? Oh. Okay, so this is the supermarket. This is janitorial supply. Wait a minute, there's a green market there. I do believe we can sell produce, by the way. Gas station. Meat and dairy. Okay, that's a park. Okay, deli and grocery. Okay, that's competition. We're going to have to see that something happens to them. After all, competition makes things challenging, and I don't like challenges. All right, it's going to be a while before we can get to storage, so why don't we just jump in here? Perform checkouts. Well, I don't think I can perform any checkouts at the moment because I'm pretty sure that I'm going to have to buy some stuff, right? Because without stuff, we're not getting very far. And I have 50 bucks to my name, so let's see what we can do about that. Market. Yeah, we don't have many products, but we need to have at least a little of each of them. It's just that I don't think I can afford that right off. All right, so here's the thing. We need the bread, and we need pasta, and we'll go with flour, and of course, the suzu, the sugar. Yeah, I don't think I can afford anything else at the moment. How about this one? Nope, that's going to be over 50, so why don't we, I can just remove that one. As a matter of fact, let's go to the list. And there's no way I'm going to be able to afford the cereal. The cereal is the most expensive one. All right, let's just take that one out. Okay, so that's what we're going to go with. That's going to cost 43 bucks. So hopefully we're going to be able to sell everything in the first day. Okay, so there we go. Okay, and we have product. Okay, let's start with, I do believe that that is flour. For now, I think I want everything on its own shelf because I don't think we have too many products. All right, and we'll do this here. And this is pasta. Yes, there's a lot of pastas in our future. Okay, and this is the bread. So why don't we put the bread on the top shelf over here? Make them reach for it. Okay, you like bread and pasta? We have some. We have a lot, actually. All right, and we'll do the susu here. Okay, and of course, the most important part, the pricing. Okay, so let's see, what are we doing here? Okay, can I click on market price? No, I can't. I think that should be a feature, is that if you're offering me a market price, I should be able to click on it. But of course, I am not going to accept the market price. That's just where I start. For instance, let me see, 371. I think that translates to about $5.25. For now, I'm thinking. Okay, and that's a good profit margin. That's around it. Somewhere between, say, $4.50 and $5, depending on the product. All right, we'll go with that one. Okay, this one is about the same. I'm probably just making it more of a problem for myself by not making them round numbers. If I was to turn around and say $6, that's about right. Actually, wait a minute. Okay, yeah, there was an extra one there. For a minute there, I thought that was my price. Okay, you know what? Can I make that $6? I'm going to try to do this. See, the reason I'm doing this is, of course, I'm going to have to do a lot of checking out myself before I can hire somebody to do that. All right, let's just see if it kind of works. Okay, so the bread is more expensive, the base price. So if I was to say $7, I mean, that's a little pricey, but you never know, they might buy it. Okay, and what do we have down here? Oh, that one is very expensive. That one looks like $8 to me, you know what I mean? Yeah, I'm probably asking for trouble with that one, so we'll make that $7. Right, because I don't want any of that change. Just give me the bucks. All right, well, we'll see whether or not it works. All right, so, oh yeah, that's right. I do believe I have to open the store. There we go, we're open for business. The newest supermarket is open. It's just not very super yet. It'll be super soon. Very super soon. All right. Well, you build it and they will come. Now, this is eventually where we're going to be able to get to the storage, but that's going to be a long way off. Okay, it looks like we have a customer, perhaps. You can kind of tell because he's on this side of the sidewalk. Now, the important part is that, at least previously, we didn't really run into a problem. Okay, let's just get in there. All right, and you wanted cash. Okay, $3. 1, 2, 3. Boom, you're done. Thank you, come again. Yeah, none of that pesky coins. Okay, it's too expensive. Well, here's the thing. Previously, there was no penalty for that. The penalty comes is if you have something licensed and it's not in the store. Then they couldn't get what they wanted. You will take an experience penalty for that. But if it's too expensive, it just means that they're going to leave. So I'm okay with that. Because somebody else is going to come in. It's an afternoon. Good morning. Okay, we have somebody who's buying... Well, you bought at least one item. This is good. Flour is good. All right, let's see. And you need $44. 1, 2, 3, 4... Boom, 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 boom. There we go. None of that pesky change. Okay, yes, it's very expensive. It's a premium product. Premium product. All right, so the plan is going to be, we're going to go through the first day together. And then what I'm going to do is, I am going to take care of those things myself, because it does get a little repetitive while I'm doing it myself. All right, well, there is one product she bought, so that's a good thing. Flour again. Okay, and of course we have a card, which is a wonderful thing. There we go. Okay, so far we're up to $25 and it's noon. We should be able to pull a profit. We do need more people coming in though. That's something we need. We also need to complete that mission at the top there, perform 25 checkouts. Now I don't know if I get that done today. Okay, he did 2 of them, which means the 2 products he wanted. Yep. I mean, it's a challenging business, you know, trying to find your niche with premium products. It may very well be that I'm going to have to turn the prices down a bit. We'll see how that works out. I mean, some people like the flour and they think it's worth it. Okay, she wanted the sugar. Okay, this is good. As long as she buys something. And that's going to be on the card there. And that is $7. There we go. $32. We're rolling in money. All right, let's just step out for a moment here. Okay, we have another customer coming in. I mean, we do have a small store. And there's not many products in here. And there's not a lot of space, too. It's when you expand where more people will come in. All right, so she's definitely coming in. The question is she going to buy anything? I may very well have to turn the prices down. It's something that may have to happen. Okay, she bought some of the sugar. Okay, she didn't want probably the pasta, I guess. All right, we'll do that. All right, what do you got? You got a credit card, or it might be a debit card. Boom. Okay, we're up to $39. Now we started with 50. If we can do better than what we started with, we have a successful day. Like I said, I may have to turn the prices down. I wanted to stay to the whole dollars because, yeah, messing with the coins is just really annoying. And here, if you look at the, where is management here? Now, if I wanted to hire employees, I can't get my first cashier until I have done 200 checkouts. That's me doing them. And then, of course, the next one is also going to require, I don't know how many hundreds, but again, it's what I do. And I really don't like messing with the coins. But I mean, I may have to do that. I could basically turn them down to 50 cents or something like that. All right, we'll see how this works out. Okay, the Suzu. They love the Suzu. It's the second most expensive product in the store, so I'm okay with that. We're up to 46. All right, 5:30. The unofficial close time is like 9 o'clock. There does appear to be a little bit of a buggity-boo with that, though. I couldn't help but notice that after 9 o'clock, oh, you wanted, oh, exact change. Thank you very much. Okay, we have 53. We have 53. By the way, I need the light on. And yeah, we will be charged electricity for that. Okay, there, they really like that stuff, don't they? Well, at least that price is okay, right? $3. 1, 2, 3. Thank you, come again. I will have more sugar. Lots and lots of sugar. Come on, you want the sugar. Yeah, you want the sugar. All right, we'll look at the profit margin on that one and make a decision if we have to do some changing. Anyway, I was mentioning the buggity boo. So I did a day and I was hanging out after 9 o'clock and I was looking around the town to see what was going on here. And I heard a ding. I mean, I've been away from the store for a long time and it turns out customers were still coming even though they weren't supposed to. I mean, this wasn't like 2 minutes later or something. This was a good 10 minutes later and someone showed up. I mean, were they coming from the other side of town? Yeah, I'm going to have to make some adjustments. So the one thing I don't have to make an adjustment on is that one. Because look, the most of them sold. So $7 is a good price. I may have to chop like 50 cents off. I mean, if I'm dealing with 50 cents, it's probably not a big problem. Because, you know, you have one coin slot for that. And if there were two of them, you know, it rounds up to $1. Come on, you want the sugar, right? No? Okay. All right, we got $67 though. That is, of course, a profit. All right, and we have 9 o'clock. All right, okay. See, this guy was probably coming from a short distance. That's not what I was talking about. Yeah, they like that sugar, don't they? Yeah, I'm going to have to take 50 cents off of these guys and see how that works. All right. But I have found the sweet spot with a Susu. Oh, actually, it's over here. Oh, $1. Thank you. Come again. Wait a minute. How is it $1? He bought something for $7, and I gave him $1 back. Did he give me $8? Why did you give me $8? Okay, he couldn't buy either one of those. All right, we're up to 74, which is good. Now, unfortunately, I don't have access to buying anything, but I can fill up my my to-do list. All right, so clearly I'm not going to need any of the Suzu. I should say that. I'm going to need that. The other ones, not so much. And I can get new products then. So let's just pop in here. And let's put some things on order. The flour, where is it? Right here. All right, we definitely need another one of those. And then we're going to get the cereal, and then we're going to get the oil. All right. We'll worry about doubling up later once things start selling. Now, unfortunately, I can't do that now. Right, because I have to wait until the morning. All right, now it's offering me an end of the day. Is there anybody else coming? Okay, so that person is not on this side, so they're not coming. All right, you know what? Let's just get going. All right, let's hit enter and finish the day. Satisfied customers. Well, I did get purchases, but most of the people weren't satisfied. But I didn't take any hits to store points. That's what's important to me. And we did make a bit of a profit today. It's just that I'm going to have to adjust the pricing. Okay, you'll receive daily bills starting today. Make sure to pay the bills using the computer before the due date, or they'll be paid automatically. The more electronic devices, the more expensive the bill. Right, so I did turn the light on, so we'll just take a look at the bills. I'm not paying any of them. However, I am actually doing that. All right, so I have $4 to my name. Yes, we're going to have to do some adjustments, I think. All right, where is management bills? Okay, so I don't actually have any yet, which is a good thing. They will be coming. All right, first things first, let's put the new products on the shelves. Thinking that can go there. All right. And then we have the cereal. We'll put the cereal here. Alrighty. And this, of course, is going to be the Susu. Now, we're going to bleed over in this direction. It's like I said, I want one product on every shelf, so we do have space for 2 more products, but we don't have any more. All right, first things first, let's set prices for the new products. All right, so let's see how things work here. $4.50. It's suggesting $1.50. I guess that's my cost. All right, so I'm thinking, what would $6.50 look like? $5. Okay, we'll try that and see how that works. All right, now we got this one. Right, this one is the most expensive. All right, so it's basically, the market price is $6. So I'm going to say $8. What is that? Okay, I hit it quickly there. That's a $5 profit. I think that one will be okay. All right, now let's take a look at these guys because obviously I got to make some adjustments. All right, well, that wasn't selling. I'm going to say $5.50. Like I said, I want to keep the 50 cents thing going. All right, now up here, yeah, a little bit over the line there. So once again, $5.50. Okay, and this guy here. Yeah, not one of them sold. So yeah, I was pushing that. All right, we'll say $6 and see if that works any better. Clearly, I am not touching this one. But what is the profit margin there? Like I said, they were selling. So we'll see. We'll see. If it doesn't look good, maybe we'll do an adjustment on that. All right, now I have $4.40 to my name, so things need to go better. All right, hold a second. There we go. We're now open. So, yeah, let's see how this day goes. So we're approaching the end of the second day. You can see we're coming up on 9 o'clock, and we have $131. And I may have made a mistake. Well, let's just say they made a change. It seems if somebody doesn't like the price, okay, he's okay with that. And wow, this is a cool guy. And what do you want? $1. There we go, $1.55. Yeah, I was actually getting a negative SP at the top of the screen on the right. So we'll see here. Okay, but everybody wants to buy stuff now, apparently. Okay, that one right there. All right, so he's going to buy one from me. And what do I get? That's 50 cents. Okay, it was a +5. I'm thinking maybe the problem is that they're leaving the store with nothing. Okay, so as long as they buy something, there's no negative impact. Right, so they do have it, though, that if they come in and they don't like the price of the item, they leave, there is a penalty, a store point is lost on that. All right, we do have 169, and I am one checkout away from that objective on the top left there. All right, now here's the question. Is anybody else coming? Okay, this person is coming, but they're too far over. to be coming to the store. Yeah, I don't see anybody from this direction either. They might be making a long trip, though. We'll see how that works out. What I should probably do is end the day and move on. As a matter of fact, early on, I adjusted the price of the Susu down to $6.50 because I was growing a little concerned because nobody was buying anything. Then I had two people buy multiple items. There was a woman, okay, this one is moving away, so she's not coming to the store. And she's too far away. You two, you sure you don't want any groceries? They're premium products. No? Yeah, I guess not. But anyway, like I said, a couple of people came in and then a bunch of people bought stuff. So it was kind of like the gate opening up. I don't know, maybe I hit some kind of a threshold or something like that. Anyway, we do seem to be done for today. Yeah, I wouldn't mind emptying out that mission for today. All right, well, you know what? Let's just go ahead and do it. So let's hit the old enter key. Products found to be expensive. I got 69 store points. Yeah, let me do some adjusting on the pricing and see whether or not that makes the store points better, because that is an important thing. We do have 169, which is good. Okay, so the oil went down in price and the powdered sugar went up in price. All right, so the oil was selling decently, but I'm guessing it's not going to sell anymore. All right, I'm going to make that 6. Yeah, let's try to get people to buy stuff. I'm guessing that my normal strategy will work better later. I do want the shelves to empty out if at all possible. So let's see. Oh, and I am going to have to get some more products here, ain't I? Fortunately, I do have the money for it. All right, we'll say 5 for this one. And a lot of people wanted to buy the pasta and they didn't like the price. We'll say 5. All right, that one is kind of inexpensive. All right, this one is going to be $7.50. All right, this guy up here, not selling very well at all. $5.50. All right, this one, I already dropped the price. I'm just going to leave that like that. I adjusted this one already, right? Yes, I did. All right, but I need the flour, I need the pasta, and I should probably get some more of that. Over here, we're okay. And I have to do one more checkout. All right, so like I said, I need the cereal, the pasta, and the flour. Okay, that leaves me with 117. All right, let's throw these guys in here. Oh. Oh, no. We're not doing that. We're not doing that. We're doing this. There we go. Excuse me. We're having a sale. It's a temporary sale. All right, so... See, I'm trying to fight the battle going on inside my head of the entrepreneur and the really greedy bum. You know what I mean? All right, so, yeah, well, let's go and let's see what's going to happen. All right, I think what we'll do is we'll stick around for the first checkout so we can see what the next objective is going to be, because I think that might be interesting. But then again, it might be a while. This one right here looks like it's coming straight for us. Yep, he does seem to be coming straight for us. Are you sure you don't want to step over here, ma'am? Just step over here, ma'am. You'll get first priority. All right, we'll see what this guy wants. Hopefully he buys something, because I need to do a checkout. So we'll do that checkout. Come on down. We're having a sale. Where are those sale markers? Right, I can't buy them for a while, can I? Okay, we restocked. New pricing structure. Okay, so then we're going to have this checkout now. All right, and money, and that's going to be $12.50. Okay, and I have completed the objective, and what do we have here? Dirtiness indicator. Indicates how dirty your store is. If the store becomes too dirty, you'll start losing store points. Okay, so I have a mop. Or do I have a mop? Do I have to buy the mop? Okay, first things first. We have a customer who has money. Let's see, is that 5? Yep, that's 5. Thank you. Okay, and you have a card. Okay, let me get out of here. Okay, collect garbage and throw in bag. Okay, I see garbage. Okay, what do I do with this? Collect, left click. Okay, I guess I did that. Is there any other garbage? Hold on a minute. Okay, I did that one. Select the mop by pressing the tab. And then I have 2 spots to clean. Okay. Okay, so that's done. All right, select the sponge. Okay, yeah, be with you in a moment. Ooh, I think the new pricing is working out. All right, what do we have here? 25. Thank you. Come again. Okay, and then sponge. Oh, all of a sudden the windows got really bad. Okay, do I do the door? No, I'm actually done. Buy a crate from the market. Okay, hold on a minute. Okay, you still don't like the pasta, do you? Okay, he likes the pasta. Okay, this is good. Isn't this the same guy? Hey, you know, you can always get your pasta and flour here, sir. All right, let's see. There we go. Okay, we got $190. All right, let's see. Market tools, probably, right? Okay, so $30. Crate usage. Hold tab to open the tool wheel to pick the crate. Oh, in other words, I can use that instead of saving boxes around. Right, okay, so that's, yeah, I think I remember that being mentioned. All right, that's a good thing. Okay, bread. Yeah, not many people buy the bread. Should I tell him that? Should I? Okay, wait a minute. Oh, no, he had a card. Let's see. Okay, and now we got people buying bread. Okay, so I think we've worked out a way to make a profit and to make our customers happy at the same time. This is a very good thing. Let's see. Oh, cash. Oh, exact change. Okay, and I am going to be getting very rapidly $1 to $200. All right, let me step out here for a moment. It's not dark yet. Actually, I thought it was dark here, so I'm not quite there. Okay, purchase product license. Yeah, I'm afraid that's going to have to wait. See, here's the thing. Let's go. I think that's management. Management licenses. Well, first of all, it's 200. Second of all, there's 6 new products there. The thing is, if I don't have a product in the store and it's part of a license that I have opened, I will get problems with store points. So the thing is, I would need another shelf. I think one more shelf would do the job because I have 2 spots open and that would give me another 4. But I believe that the shelves are kind of expensive. I seem to remember them costing furniture. Yeah, that costs 200. All right, so what I'm going to have to do... Oh, wow, that's very nice. Thank you, sir. What I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to run the store for a few days in order to get the money to do that. So I need 200 for the license, but I also need 200 to buy another shelf. But then again, I also need money to... Oh, hold on a second. Let me step out here. See, I think I just lost a point there. All right, but I do have level 3, which is good. Okay, yep. Thank you, very good. 250. So I need money to buy the new products too. So that's a bunch of money I need to save up. Oh, exact change. Thank you. So I'm gonna have to run the store for a few days with. Oh, I just realized that we have a serious problem. Okay, hold on a minute. I'll be right with you, sir. Market. Buy that. Boom. Yeah. Okay. So boom, boom. Get that. And $2. There we go. Excuse me. Yeah, I didn't realize that we sold these a little bit better than I was expecting. All right. Is there anything else that's a problem? Now, that tells me that I may have dropped the price a little bit too much on that. You know, I may have to crank that up just a little bit. Okay, too expensive. Is he leaving? Okay, and by the way, I am going to have to look around the store, I guess. Either that, I'm going to have to keep my eye on that indicator. 17. Okay, so it's 9 o'clock. We have $260. Okay, this person is coming in the store. Is that person going the other way? Yeah, they're going the other way. All right, excuse me. Premium products. You know, it's funny that that flower just came in because it was selling wild, you know? So clearly this is a you problem. Okay, this person is coming towards the store. This person is also coming towards the store. It could be that they just started at some place on the map really far away and it just took them a long time to get there. I'm talking about the situation that I had where I was away for about 10 minutes because I was looking around the town and everything, you know, the gas station, the parks and such like that, because it was all new to me. And all of a sudden I heard a ding. Somebody wanted a checkout. All right, let's see. Oh, exact change. And also, okay, $45. All right, well, that's fine. It's a round number, so it's not that big of a deal, all right? Okay, we got $278. And that is probably going to be it for today. Now, here's my question. How much is an expansion? Because I'm wondering if that's the first thing that I should do. All right, it wouldn't be here. It would be in management, right? Growth. Okay, that's 350. So I'm going to have to wait on that one. I mean, here's the thing. I could put 2 more of these in this store before expanding. So that really shouldn't be a problem. So I'm going to need 200 for another one of these, right? Put them like over here. Then I'm going to need 200 for the license. Oh, and let's not forget bills. How are those bills doing anyway? Management, bills. Okay, that one isn't a problem. And the rent will go up once I expand. All right, I'm just going to pay those now so that they're out of the way. So once again, 200 for the shelf, right? Then I'm going to need 200 for the license. And then I'm going to need money to buy the products because I have to have at least one of each. So you're thinking for safety purposes, like 600? Because I do also have to pay the bills as well. So I'm thinking that's what I'm going to have to do. And I will be doing that on my own because, let's face it, that's kind of boring. So I'll run the store, I'll get the money, and then we'll get to it. We'll put the new shelf in, we'll get the license, we'll buy the new products, and then we'll see what happens with our next objective. And I'm going to have to keep my eyes open for dirt, apparently. Because I did notice there was something interesting in the final report. And you know what? We might as well end with that. Because it does save right after we're done anyway. Okay, we're up to 87 store points, which is pretty good. Now, if you look here, harmed customers. Now, I do have the shoplifters turned on, but I don't think that they're going to harm anybody. I'm thinking if we got a lot of dirt, that might harm somebody. So we're going to have to be careful with that. All right, any changes in pricing? Susu went down, cereal went up, oil went down. All right, well, the cereal is the one that I'm interested in. Let's see. Oh, wow, the market price is ridiculous. Okay, well, if the market price is ridiculous, so I'm just going to do that. You know, because the market price is $7.18. So, yeah, we're going to have to get some more of that. Some more of that and some more of that. And definitely some more bread and some susu. I'll take care of that. Anyway, that's going to be it for now. So, yeah, we're back in the supermarket. And there does seem to be a lot of things. And there's a lot of things coming, too. If you look here at the tool. Oh, we got new bills. I'm just going to pay them. That way they're out of the way. Let's see. Back to the market and tools. Yeah, there's a tablet that we can carry around with us. And, of course, there's a bat. Yeah, I think that has to do with the shoplifters. I'm guessing that I will get an indication of that before it becomes a big problem, because I really can't afford to drop $100 on a bat right now. And eventually, of course, you can get security guards. And for the dirtiness, you can hire janitors. So there's a lot of opportunities for spending in the future. Anyway, that's going to be it for now. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a like. Maybe say something in the comments down below for the great God algorithm. And of course, subscribing is a great way to show your support. So thank you very much for your attention. I really appreciate it. And play games, because games are fun. See ya.